Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are taking our first look at the July 2020 update. So, without further ado, don't forget these are usually long videos and there's quite a bit coming in this update. So if you want a snack, if you want to get something to drink, go do so now. We'll wait, and when you come back we'll get this party started. First of all, maintenance times. Going to be from 2 to 5:30 a.m. Central Time on Xbox and PS4, and will last from so that's 7 to 10:30 UTC. Okay, it's going to be 3.3 gigabyte update. Good lord, those of us with crap internet, plan ahead. Now, greetings, legends. This August marks a year since our first full release. We're introducing several activities to celebrate it. A new campaign, more ships in early access, USS Cleveland joining the USN Light Cruiser Branch, 2 seasons of ranked battles, and a new project in the Bureau. But it doesn't stop there. We're also bringing 3 new maps and an update to the quick command wheel featuring, wait for it, hey, that's my line! You can't steal my line! Ship horns! Oh, God. Somebody could shoot me now. And did somebody say spotters? This article... Wait, what? Uh-oh. This article is also available in Mexican, Spanish, and Brazilian Portuguese, which means that the game client is too. Expect more materials to be available in those languages over time. Please note, voiceovers are not yet available for Mexican Spanish, but will be delivered in the next update. So for everybody who doesn't speak English and German and French and Russian and Japanese, you guys are getting there. They're going to be working on some new voices for you guys. So congrats. Awesome. You guys get to have your own voices too. Valhalla Rising campaign. This August, we're summoning a Norse god, specifically the Tier 7 German battleship Odin. The piece de resistance of the update. Why? Why, really? You're bringing out a German battleship, talking about the Norse gods, and then you finish the sentence with French? Come on! Where is the continuity? My immersion is broken, Wargaming. Odin features German turtleback armor, the sonar consumable, 305mm main battery guns, and a pair of quadruple-tube torpedo launchers. In many ways, the ship is reminiscent of Scharnhorst, but sufficiently power to occupy Tier 7. As usual, the ship can be obtained by completing the whole campaign with an active Admiralty backing of 2,500 doubloons. The campaign spans 100 milestones and consists of a single weekly Havoc mission that refreshes every single Monday. The breakdown for the campaign missions will be available in a couple of days. As you move along the milestones, you'll receive 2 types of new containers, and a new currency as well as the typically desirable goods, and a new personal patch. The containers are the big and regular versions of the new French destroyer crate, which may hold the new Tier 3 to Tier 6 French destroyers. We'll cover them in more detail in the next section of this article. The currency, Continental Bonds, is for use in the Admiralty tab of the store. You can exchange them for a range of goods that include consumables, commander items, and the regular French destroyer crates. Any Liberty Bonds left over from the previous update can be spent on standard USN cruiser crates. They will be converted into credits in the next update. Alright, so as you can see, this is what you get per each thing. So that's a definitely thing. Valhalla Rising. Odin. Are we ready for Odin? I guess we're going to have to be. Rewards that you can get with Admiralty backing. With a value of being... Without Admiralty... I do that every single time we do this. Without Admiralty backing, value of 22,602 doubloons. Now, if you do get the Admiralty backing, which is 2,500 doubloons, then you get all of this, and you get 82,470 doubloons worth of goods compared to that. So you get 4 times as much, basically, when you have Admiralty backing, which is 2,500 doubloons. So keep that in mind. It is definitely one of the best places to spend doubloons, if you have them, is to get Admiralty backing. Because A, you end up with a ship at the end, which is always a good thing, and B, you get so much epic stuff in here that you can use to increase how much money you make, or all the good things. Okay, so French destroyers are coming, and I'm not going to read all of this, but it's a high-risk, high-reward proposition. So basically, they don't get smoke, they have good guns, and they have horrible detection. It's a thing. If I remember correctly. Overwhelming speed, substantial main armament that fires a flat trajectory, enhanced by the main battery reload booster. So they actually get main battery reload boosters at high tiers. What they don't feature is smoke, which is what I already told you. That's right, high speeds and active maneuvering are your prime tools. So in other words, you better be a dodger, okay? Because you're gonna be spotted for quite a while you're firing your guns. Good God, we got a Barask. We've got either the Jaguar, as we would call it, or a Jaguar, depending on who you ask. We've got the Gepard. I'm assuming that's how that's pronounced. And we've got the Vauquelin, or Vauquelin. I apologize to all the French speakers out there. You guys know I can't pronounce anything. I can barely speak English. And the Brits would argue against me speaking English. Ships in early access. We've got, we already talked about that. During the anniversary update, these ships are available in crates only, with better chances in the bigger crates. You can find the probability percentages here. You also get a personal mission for each ship you receive. Completing these missions will reward you with some past containers as well as doubloons. Alright, USN Light Cruiser Branch completion. Tier 5 Dallas and Helena found their place within the Legends meta quite comfortably. So now it's time to welcome the pinnacle of the light cruisers on the United States Navy, the Cleveland, which is incidentally the most numerous cruiser class ever produced. Very interesting. Didn't know that. In the game, Cleveland features shells that fire in high arc, quick reloading guns that allow for full salvos at great angles, and nearly submerged Citadel. The Citadel, however, is still vulnerable to plunging fire. Cleveland could be described as a glass cannon extraordinaire. She can hurl projectiles at an enviable rate and set fire to enemy ships. But should you find yourself exposed, you might be in for a quick return to port. She can't effectively withstand direct damage. While the arcing trajectory of her shells allows for great use of cover, it can be both a blessing and a curse, as it can make hitting a particularly swift target difficult. The ship's best defense will come from correct use of radar and sonar consumables to prevent unwanted encounters, as she is not the most nimble of light cruisers either. So, she is the epitome of using island cover. She fires high, she fires fast, and if she's out in the open, she's vulnerable. Unlike a lot of cruisers that can dance around in the open water, she apparently doesn't do that very well. We will see her shortly. Don't worry, I definitely have the XP to get the Cleveland day one. I've already played the crap out of Helena, and it's going to be a thing. Anyway, it's time to battle it out and rise in ranks once again. So we're going to have the basic rules for both seasons is each season lasts for 2 weeks with a cooldown period. Any ranks earned in the previous season translate into the number of stars you start with at the beginning of the next. Seasons 5 to 6 and seasons 6 to 7. Teams are comprised of 7 ships and are mirrored by ship types. So if you have 2 destroyers, you'll have 2 destroyers on either team. And battleships, cruisers, same thing. Divisions comprising of up to 2 players are allowed. Destroyers are limited to 2 per team. A draw is equal to a loss for both teams. Win to gain stars and try to be the best on your team even if you're losing. The first player by XP earned in the losing team keeps a star, meaning that no progress is lost. Upon reaching rank 1, you can no longer play in the current season. There are 2 leagues in each season, dividing the matchmaker queue into 2. The maps for the new seasons are Northern Waters, good map, I like it. Trap, I haven't played that one a whole lot, and Land of Fire, which we all know. Final rewards are credited at the end of each respective season. Season 6 will be Tier 5 ships, and Season 7 will be Tier 6 ships. Interesting. Not going with full Tier 7s, but that's interesting. You switch ranks at rank 5, and they actually have an irrevocable rank at rank 5. Thank you, Wargaming. Now, for those of you who are not sure what I'm talking about, in past seasons of ranked battles, once you got into that high rank, what would happen if you're divisioning with somebody is you lose, you have a bad game. They just got into it, they get knocked out, and you're still at like rank 5. You guys can't play together anymore. That's really, really frustrating. So this means if you get into that top tier, you're in it for the end of the battles, which is the way it should be, to be honest, because I don't understand why once you got into the top tier, you didn't just get stuck there inevitably, even if you lose a few games. Like, once you get into the highest bracket, you shouldn't end up back down with people that are less, skilled than you or whatever the ranks prove. Honestly, the ranks are not really proving anything other than the fact that, pretty much everybody should be able to get there if they spend enough time playing. The available rewards include various crates, including some that are no longer typically available, doubloons, boosters, experience, and special seasonal patches. You can check out the full list of rewards in the game. Anniversary Project in the Bureau. The new project, entitled Legendary Birthday, is designed to be a retrospective look into our short but rich history and pay homage to every major milestone, be it the release of a new ship line or a special event such as saving Transylvania. While completing the project, you'll find all kinds of crates, including Halloween, Santa, Black Friday, and various national crates, which is all pretty cool. We can get some more of that sick black camo. Honestly, I wish they would put that in the shop for permanent camo, because I would buy it right now for pretty much all my ships. I love the black camo. Just straight black. Who doesn't like just a black ship? Anyway, there are some specific ship and commander requirements in some of the segments as a nod to the update in which the content was available. But keep in mind that this project is not time limited. You're free to complete it whenever you feel like, so you don't have to stop whatever you're doing now to do this in a hurry. That's the beauty of the Bureau so far, is that everything that's come in hasn't had a time limit, allowing us to research them at our own pace. So if you're somebody who doesn't want to spend a bunch of money, or you don't have enough time to play the game or log in every day, then you just complete it in your own time. It's fine. They don't have an end date. Now they have said that there will be, in some cases, end dates, so that's going to be interesting how we end up working around that. New maps. We've got Sea of Fortune. Okay. I like this one a little bit. It's kind of like Greece in a way, like if you guys know Greece, but a little bit more open on the ends. It's going to be an interesting one. It depends on how tall these mountains are, to be honest. But yeah, kind of like this look of this map anyway. It's kind of like an open map. I like it. Sleeping Giant. That's a reference to Yamato or World War II. When Pearl Harbor was obliterated, they awoke the sleeping giant, so that's an interesting thing. It's an interesting looking map, but again, it's a lot more open, so this will be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Tears of the Desert. All right, somebody decided to make a smiley face, or an anchor, I guess could be an anchor. But yeah, a lot of open maps this update. It'll be interesting to see how they actually end up in the game. Because sometimes you look at this and you're like, it should be open. And then you get in and the map is like literally, the playable surface is only like half of this. So we'll see. We'll see. If this is the full map, then we've got 3 open maps that should be interesting. With cover for cruisers to do their thing. But destroyers and battleships are going to thrive on these sort of maps. Anyway, spotter consumable. Starting with this update, all battleships that have a catapult fighter available receive a choice to replace the consumable with a spotter plane. The effect of this new consumable is simple. The accuracy of your ship's main battery improves by 10% while the plane is in the air. The default duration and cooldown values for the spotter plane are 30 seconds and 200 seconds, respectively. Okay, so it's 30. It lasts for 30 seconds instead of 2 minutes, and the cooldown time is 200 seconds. So yeah, it's not overpowered, but it's definitely going to be something that you want to consider. Yeah, I can almost guarantee that I'll be using this spotter plane. A 10% boost in accuracy is huge. All right, just put that in perspective. The Iowa and the Alabama get that special United States Navy dispersion buff equipment that only the Tier 7 Americans get, and it's 11%. So you basically get that every time you put out a plane in this one. Now, if you're in a battleship that doesn't have a plane, like the Vanguard or the Richelieu or the crap. What's the other one? The Jean Bart. The ships that don't have planes are going to be kind of at a disadvantage here, so it'll be interesting. I definitely feel like more battleships are going to be using the spotter plane versus the regular airplane. Just a guess. Quick commands refresh, so we're getting a little bit more. Looks like Lucky Shot or GG, Will Do. I mean, we've got Fallback, we've got Follow Me, it looks like, possibly. Watch Target, throw sonar or radar. Wilco, Denied, Smoke, Spot for Me. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But any commands from the combat wheel are now registered in the log box in the left middle part of your screen. Finally, we've added a ship horn as one of the commands. The spam filter is also now a little stricter, so we ask you to show restraint when using commands. Okay, so the ship horn is actually a command. Okay, so that's going to be cool. So people won't be able to just spam it because you're going to be timed out apparently when it comes to breaking the rules. All right, so anniversary sales and activities. Each week of the update will have a special sale, including Halloween commanders and crates. There you go. So if you guys haven't had hide, you might be able to pick them up. And Azure Lane permanent camo and commander crates. So you might be able to pick up the Azure Lane commanders for those of you who are looking for a Nelson or a Tago. A Black Friday 2019 ship and container. Moreover, there will be a sale of premium ships. Each of the thematic sales will last a week, while some may extend to 2. Furthermore, each week we'll offer you a mission chain that will allow you to get some of the themed containers for free. To find out which event is on and when, check out our social media channels and the promo slides in the game launcher. Important! For the first time in Legends history, we will offer a discount on Elite XP to Global XP conversion. 35 XP instead of the usual 25 per doubloon. So it's not a huge increase, but it is a significant increase. So you gain an extra 10 XP per doubloon, and that will be from August 12th to August 17th. So if you've wanted to get a Global XP ship for cheaper, this is your chance. So we definitely want to make sure we keep that in mind. Additional premium ships. The only new ship in the premium store this update is Tier 5 destroyer, the HMS Gallant. Follow our channels or watch out for promo slides in the game launcher to find out when the ship comes out. Okay. I'm sure I'll get a chance to check it out and we'll take a look at it. It looks like we're short on guns. We've got 2 here, maybe 1 back here. Some torpedoes in the middle, looks like. It's a destroyer. I know absolutely nothing about the Gallant. Miscellaneous improvement and changes. The port has been switched back to the Philippines. Ship basic paint jobs and camouflage have received small visual improvements all around. After losing a rank, the "you've already obtained the rewards for this rank" message is no longer shown. The not the one for nuisance commander skill was supposed to increase the torpedo damage protection of a ship, in addition to decreasing the chances of flooding. The description text now reflects that. Standard battles with added bots will now occur for players at account levels up to and including 9, with ships no higher than Tier 4. Previously, bots could only be added to standard battles for players with an account level no higher than 7. Okay, so for the the newer people playing at low tiers, you now have a chance to run into bots, so you're going to get a little bit quicker matchmaking and that sort of thing, which is fine. It's fine. I don't see a problem with that. Bug fixes. I'm not going to go over all these. If you guys want to leave them, as always, I will leave my link to this in the description below. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's a long video, but I always try to get these out here for you guys. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.